do you think he's gonna do in the light-welterweight division?
Very good. He'll grow into light-welterweights. He did say he wanted to do lightweight, but I says no. He said, well, I can do lightweight. I says no. We'll stay at light-welter, super lightweight. I said we'll grow into it, and hopefully he'll grow into a big. He's not small for obviously that weight already, but he'll grow into a big solid unit at that weight.
Obviously, you know his body just as well as anybody as well, so he should be able to have a longer career.
Well, this is what the plan were. At lightweight, he'd have grown out of the weight. At the super lightweight, he'll stay at that weight for a while and grow into it and be very strong.
So you're feeling nervous as you get closer to me?
Not really, just excited. It's been a long wait, so it's nice to get in there and
do a job on it.
that's it. Start it off now. There's not many big names in Sheffield now, so I want to put my name out there and I'll be the next big name in Sheffield. So
What's that helping with? I've not seen that
elbows.
before.
Just like stretches your elbows.
Okay then.
It's like like you're taking shots and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the elbows get a bit sore, it just stretches them and warms them up. So I take forever on my warm-ups and stuff.
Get a little bit more flex out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting though, because a lot of fighters don't spend a lot of time on the warm-up, and I've heard other fighters like Klitschko, Anthony Joshua, like they'll spend up to a good hour just warming up.
Yeah, like I used to take about over half an hour to warm up. Other lads take the piss out of me in the gym, but it's what I've always done. I just feel like I get less injuries when I do it, so it's just something I always do.
I think it's some of the other fighters should actually think about doing more to preserve the career.
I think so, yeah, but I think every fight is different, or any athlete. I think they get into their own routine and they know what works for them. So I think once they've found a routine what works for them, they just stick to it. I find this works for me, so I just stick to it.
Watched on the calendar, you were saying you'd see it a bit of as a disappointment if you didn't win a world title. I'm guessing that means more on your point of view as a trainer. You got high hopes for him.
Yeah, very high hopes for Dalton. Obviously, like I said before, if you don't box for a world title or win a world title, I'll class it as if it's a failure in his back up with what he's done. Obviously, he's always trained here, and then other than GB, he's always been a Steel City boy, and I'm just glad to have him back full time now.
Why is it that you would consider it a failure? Is it because of the time that you've put into him as he's growing up? Obviously, you're his dad and everything.
No, not just because of the time I've put in. Him as a boxer, obviously, more successful boxer to come out of Sheffield with the amateurs, obviously, and now he's turned it over. I just want him to do it in the professional ranks as well. The talent he's got, I think anybody who's seen him, seen the talent he's got, and all the comments, everybody knows what he's got. And other people with lesser pedigrees and less ability have gone on to win world titles. Obviously, there is people with a lot of ability that hasn't won world titles. I'm not saying that, but obviously, I think with his pedigree and what he's got, he could go on to win world titles and box for world titles.
It'd be nice for the city of Sheffield though, because they said that we've had 5 or 6 world champions from Sheffield, but then when you look into the history of it, they're not actually born and raised from
That's true.
Within the area. So it would be nice to see him go on and be another talent that's born and grown from the area.
Yeah, local lad, homegrown talent. Obviously, done it all in amateurs, won everything in amateurs they were to win. All the ABA titles, boxed in all the big tournaments abroad. He's boxed international. He hasn't boxed on a club show since he was 12-year-old. All his fights have been ABAs or international tournaments. So hopefully he goes on and just keeps that rolling and transfers it into pros and homegrown talent, yeah.
Do you struggle like being a dad and being a trainer as well, like especially when he's away training with other people? Do you ever get a bit like, what are you doing with him?
No, not really, because obviously Team GB, I know he's in good hands down there. Obviously, we're still good friends. I see him twice a week. Some of the coaches down there, all the lads know me down there. I get on with all the lads. We have crack down there. So no, it's all right. When he goes away, I don't worry about him at all. Don't worry about him at all.
I'm doing these warm-ups.
Don't you ever get fed up of it?
I know if I don't do it, I end up with sore elbows and stuff, so it's just like a maintenance thing, really.
So yeah, there's days you feel like cheating.
Yeah, some days I'll come in tired and I'm like, oh, I'll skip that. And the next day I think, oh, wish I'd done that warm up now. I'm not being sore.
White still sat at my table, sipping on my drink like you paid for it. Look at them.
Dalton. Work the line full length and then full length back on time.
Up on the playlist. I started this from nothing, now these on me. All trying to cause and take these pictures of me. I had to tell this girl that I ain't famous, but she said she don't care, she feel.
What is it you look for in his technique when he's doing stuff like this?
Just a bit of head movement, and his feet are right, and all my fighters, so they've got to force the pace, take the pace off. Like I said, the movement and positioning of the head, where the feet are, and take everything offline. So just a footwork drill as well as a head work drill as well. So total movement.
So as this trainer, do you think, is that your long-term plan, or do you think you might float between light and welterweight?
Like you say, he's a baby, he's only just 22, so he's a baby, so obviously I'd like him to hold that weight throughout his career, but obviously maybe there's a move up to welterweight at the back end of his career or something like that, but hopefully he stays at that weight through his career.
It's always having my name sometimes, because right now it's like welterweight's the golden ticket right now,
yeah.
Welter and middleweight, but middleweight's a stretch.
But if you look at the light welters, there's some big names in there as well.
Josh Kelly's coming through, and
yeah, well, obviously at welterweight, but if you look at the light, which is very good at welterweight, Josh Kelly, very good kid. But if you look at the light welters, the super lightweight, very good division as well, very good division. If you look at the top 15, top 10 in Britain alone, there's some very good fighters, and most of them are southpaws actually, majority of them. Tough division.
Yeah, it was just a long process, like getting released from GB and then just getting all the contracts sorted out with Matchroom, but it took some time, but once eventually all come together, and you know, it's come faster than I expected, really.
So between your last amateur fight and your first pro fight, have you not been sat like really anxious?
Yeah, because after my last tournament as an amateur, I had to have an operation on my knuckle, on my hand, so I was recovering with that, plus like being in the process of turning over, so it was a bit of a frustrating one, but I got through that now, and things like that only make you stronger, so I look forward to my debut now.
Who are some of the guys you're looking at kind of British European level?
Do you know what? It's quite a competitive weight. There's some big names out there. It's like your Josh Taylor, who I think will be a world champion very soon. Your Lewis Ritson just moved up.
Conor Ben's in and around there, isn't he?
I think he might be the weight above.
Has he moved up now?
Yeah, I might be wrong, but yeah, there's a lot of big names out there. Obviously, potential fights in the future. So it's a good way to be in.
So do you think, obviously it's early days yet and you've not even had your first pro fight yet, but do you think you'd be open to kind of floating between light welter and welter, or?
Yeah, like it depends on how my body grows. I'm 22 at the minute, so I'm going to have another growth spurt. But the light welterweight at the minute, I'll be able to, with the day before weigh-ins, I'll be comfortable at that, but like, who knows what, it just depended on how my body grows and develops.